Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Penn, and welcome back to the channel. If you saw the title, yes, I have the product, I have the hardware. This is the Buzztv Powerstation 6, and I was sent the 16 gig DDR4 model and 128 gigs of storage. So, $400 price tag. And with this review series, I'm just going to be going over is it worth it? Things like that. Now I already had some pre-recorded footage, of the unboxing and things like that. But the footage wound up being, too long that I feel for an introduction video or a preview, just gathering my thoughts. After that, I did plug it into my television and, played around with it, messed around with it. Later on in the video, I'll go into that experience. But basically here, you get your USB 3.0 and 2.0 in the front along with the Type-C connection, power button here. And in the back, you got your Ethernet, your HDMI, your optical, your micro SD TF. Think of this as another way to expand storage. I don't have any use for it. And then you got your connection for the power here, which is fine. Now, this advertise the ultimate streaming and gaming powerhouse. Okay. Going to put it to the test, definitely with the gaming, but I do have some additional comments that you will definitely benefit from. They claim that this is the most powerful streaming media player and is built for the ultimate home theater experience. And they do have the Buzz Audio Enhancement, BEA, and I did get a chance to test this out. So a little bit later on in the video, you'll hear my thoughts on that. And they give you like this breakdown of this comparison chart. But above this, they says that it just isn't a streaming device, it's a game changer. That's interesting. All right. So I'm going to just pull up the video here. Didn't want two face cams. It is 10 minutes. I'm just going to skim through it, to be quite honest, honestly, because I didn't need to spend 10 minutes doing that. I don't know what I was doing, but we're going to get straight to the point. The packaging I like. It's just like it's similar to like Doom media player packaging, where they put some thought into it. That's what I like. You see here, I'm taking the device out. That's the actual device in my hand, and that green and black scheme, that color scheme, definitely some NVIDIA inspiration or some play going on. It seems as though Buzz handled the software portion, firmware, and then NVIDIA handled the hardware. If I had to make an educated guess, that's what I would assume. All right. And this is right here. Please note, the P6 must be connected directly to the TV with the HDMI cable. Do not plug the P6 into a home theater receiver or a soundbar. Right then and there, that's a red flag, in my opinion. Okay. And then we get to some other packaging. There's the remote. Got a frame here, and you can pause on that. All right. And then just unpackaging the batteries, the HDMI cable, things like that. Things that I'm going to be using. And there you go. That's the essentials. Does have a nice design to it, a nice futuristic, framing to it. I like the way it looks. The way it looks is pretty cool in my opinion. Kind of like a futuristic touch on like a mini PC if I had to categorize it. All right. But that's the unboxing. Let's get into the content because that's what you came here for. All right, well, let me do this. Let me just go do that. All right, let me turn the face cam on. Hello. Let's get started. So This is the Powerstation 6, and they claim it's the ultimate experience when it comes to home theater and gaming. The thing is, I'm going to put that to the test, but I'm going to be showcasing a series of videos to spread some information, enlighten some folks that's been needing some answers, and also going to be showcasing the pros and the cons and things like that. Now I'm going to get into it. This is the beginner interface. I did install some applications um, behind the scenes, and I'm going to show you something. Well, no, first I'll do this. Let's see if we can go all the way over DRM info. There we go. There we go. Show that. So we got the NVIDIA P6 128 brand NVIDIA, rock chip. Yeah, knew that going in. Knew about all that. Supported hardware decoder. ABC, HVC. I believe they did like a firmware update for AV1, HDR10, and HLG. That's interesting. So let's go here. Let me show this right quick. I'm going to share my screen. Let me do this instead. There we go. I'm going to go to screen share. So check out this HDR10 Plus right here. Now, it is a high dynamic range video technology that adds dynamic metadata to HDR10 source files. Now check this out. We go here. Yup. HDR10 Plus is an open, royalty-free HDR format that offers more accurate color representation. There's no reason why Buzztv could not get HDR10 Plus on here. It doesn't require a licensing fee and specific hardware like Dolby Vision. And it just should have been added to the device. So that's something that's standing out right off the back. Go back here, close that browser. Wide color gambit, false. Supported refresh rate, 60. So gamers also care about playing multiplayer type of titles, and it not supporting 120 hertz. That is also something that could be a red flag for a lot of gamers that's out there. I'm just telling you based off of what I know and from experience. Okay? And there's IDA 64 and all that. It's going to show you some more detailed information. There's been creators in the past that have showed that application plenty of times. But this is straight into the device that comes with this application, the software, DRM info. All right. So I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to show something. Hardwired. All right. Let me do this. You have device preferences. Decode and bitstream. So the way I had it on my television, I had it on HDMI pass-through. That was default. And then it said you can select formats. You can select them like that. And you can go through and do Dolby DTS, Dolby Digital DTS HD, or Dolby True HD. Or what you can do is what's auto. That's like the most recommended. You have display and sound. HDMI CEC cannot be turned off completely. If you try to turn this off, it's going to automatically reboot the device. So I've already tried it. It does support auto HDR. So when you're playing, it starts off in SDR. When you're playing or when it detects HDR content, it will automatically switch to it. I've had no issues with that up to this point. Advanced display settings. That just goes into the zoomer color. Then we have advanced sound settings. There's automatic, there's none, and then there's manual. So check this out. Show formats. Buzztv expanded audio beta, Buzztv expanded audio diversity. So when you select manual, and I tested this on my television, which is why both of these options were selected. Yeah, it does something with the audio to where it makes it more immersive, but the reason why I'm showing you this specifically in the settings is, let me go back. You see right here, these formats, and they were clever. I give them that, and they did put some thought into a backup to a backup. Okay, going to keep this professional as possible. When I'm in applications that support these audio formats, using auto, using default, I'm talking about just turning off the buzz enhancements, because I tested both of these. These formats don't show up. They don't, like, Dolby True HD never showed up on my setup. Dolby Digital Plus is more common. DTS HD, those didn't show up. What I'm trying to get at is they still need to work on the formats when it comes to this device. I can go more in depth with that with a follow-up video. If anyone's curious, I could definitely show it. That was my first impressions. That was a little bit shocking considering the price point and what they're advertising. Not gonna lie. No, let me go into Buzztv utilities. So this gives you the system update. I'm on the latest update. That was November 8th, 2024. Today is the 18th. Check for update, and I can see what changes they've been making because I only had the device for basically a couple of days now, to tell you the truth. I'm going to back out. Change the home screen here. Weather settings. This is interesting. Network shares. If you want to turn this device into a network attached storage, they just do a one button click. Enable or enable. On and off. I have it off for right now. Shout out to Philly Cable Dave. I do recall him showing this function on, I think, a live stream, actually. So, like I said, in this review series, I'm going to be focusing on the gaming and more of the home theater aspect, since that is advertised. Tested GeForce Now. It works, has some caveats. MB, it works, has some caveats. Streamio, same thing. I mean, there's definitely some improvement that has to go on here, but this is just the preview, the introduction. I am liking the interface. The interface is like sweet. It's very readable, very understanding, to tell you the truth. And how they have this Buzz TV 6 laid out, that's cool. then your apps at the bottom. I prefer changing that though to something else. Buzztv monitoring. And then this is how I'm going to roll with it. Because I think it's just cleaned up a bit. And I like it like this. And I can move these applications around. So Steam Link, GeForce Now. I installed a game, natively on this device using the internal storage. Got some applications, to test out, some 4K, remixes, use streaming. And then I also have, let me add this. I also have Kodi. Let me click on that, add that to the home screen, where I'm going to be testing out some local files, and we're going to be seeing if this device, is going to see for what it's worth, essentially. Okay. And that's generally it. That's my setup so far. And like I said, I've already tried GeForce, had it hooked up to my television, and that could be a decent option for those that are interested. I'm just looking to test things that on devices like this I haven't tested before, like video wise, only because some of the devices were specific in what they were advertised to do. And this seems to be opening the floodgates. So we'll see. We'll see. I do have all of the updates so far, and I have a direct plan on how I'm going to execute the content. Expectations. You're just going to be seeing a series of videos that's going to be highlighting this device. You're going to be seeing it from my lens. Now, if you have anything to share, if you have any comments, any concerns or requests, feel free to let me know down in the comment section. The only thing that I won't showcase on this device, and I'm giving you a heads up, would be the emulation setup. I'm just not into emulation. I game on a PS5 Pro. I have a high-end PC setup. I have everything that I need from the devices that I invested into personally. I do appreciate Buzz for sending me this device for free for review on the channel. I'm just going to showcase my review process the way I originally intended. What's going to highlight the device in terms of graphical fidelity and performance. And the good thing is there should be more content creators getting a hold of this device. So there's multiple sources that you can rely on. But I'll do my best. I promise you that. But I'm going to break this down, and you'll see. If you're questioning some of the things that I said, don't worry. Trust me. The truth will come out, and we're going to have an opportunity to have a discussion about it. That's it. So y'all take care, and peace out. Goodbye.